We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You look at this Niner defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready? Check, go!
That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Niners hit 3-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Ready up. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Purdy now to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Harden.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Looking to throw. Harden. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
2nd and 11.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Go!
2nd and 13. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Set up! Hut, hut!
On 4th down, Harden. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Ready, ready. Set.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing to start the drive. Harden. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Harden. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Got it. Ready.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Go.
Off the play fake. Harden steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
And taken right on the 30. Oh, good move.
And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 7-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
Take go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Set up. Ready.
Back to throw. Harden forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Let's go. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Leonard Floyd.
And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Come on.
Looking to throw. Harden steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Dragon 60. Here we go, set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18, bind it. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Let's go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Buffalo 18.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Go.
Here's Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Warrior 70. Ready, ready. Ready.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
69. Go. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go Street. 79 Bronco. Get up.
Now Purdy.
Stiff-armed him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Off play action. Harden. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on despite the discouraging type of a hit.
60 Bobcat. Smash, smash. Hey, check that, street. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harden. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler. Check go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, set. Ready.
They're going to try and throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Breaks through the contact.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Harden, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Looking to throw. Harden. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Warriors 70. Hut, hut.
Purdy looking to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
19 Lion. Check go.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready?
Purdy.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Purdy from the gun.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
18 Pioneer. Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Harden.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harden. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Chap 60, chap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Trying the left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
19 Lion. Check go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Still going inside the 20.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
75 yards.
And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harden.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Still going. He may go. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 3.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel
With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
Back to throw again.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Harden. His throw incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Harden.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Harden being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Set. Ready. Ready.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready. Set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
14 yards.
And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready. Hot.
Throwing to start the drive. Harden, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave, 70 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check go.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Come on, set. Mustang 19. Check, Bobcat. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that on fourth down? That lets them right back into the ball game.
He's back to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
70 Ranger. Set. Hut.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Pioneer. Here we go. 19 tight. Hut.
Back to throw. Harden flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Purdy to throw.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. First throw of overtime for Purdy. That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Purdy looking to throw.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score